my stamping friends. Brenda Hillard here from createwithbrenda.com. I am Brenda Hillard, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. And today I'm here going to show you, this was my monthly swap with my swap group at Create with Brenda. If you would be interested in joining the group and swapping on a monthly basis, you just have to let me know. This month we had 12 swappers, including myself or including you. So you would need to make 11 cards or 12, of course, if you want to make one for you. But each month it varies. Some months it's a little bit more, but it's usually right around that 12 to 15 mark. But yeah, you would be welcome to join us. We have stampers from very experienced stampers to brand new stampers. So everybody's welcome, and it's a very fun group of people, and we are very complimentary, not critical of others' work. The only thing we ask is that you be on time with sending out your swaps, which they need to be in the mail the last day of each month. However, we all realize that things happen and, things change. So we're very understanding. You just have to let us know. So without anything further, except that I do have my January host code posted up here. If you place an order with me this month, $75 or more, I mail you a little make and take packet. And then we are going to have a private crafting afternoon in February. So, and not to panic if that afternoon does not work for you. The private video will be uploaded to YouTube and you can catch it there and create your project then. So this month our swap theme was sympathy cards, and I chose to do the stamp set. This is my card, and the stamp set that I used is from the Celebrations brochure. This is the Friendly Hello. You get the stamp set and a pack of the Designer Series paper. Let me grab that because it's beautiful and you'll want to see it. It looks like right here. So on my paper samples sheets here, this is the front, the back, front, back, front, back. So you get 12 designs, 2 sheets of each, 12 total. And then these are all of the coordinating colors. And of course, there's more. The other thing that I think is pretty spectacular in this, about this set, is that this flower stamp right here matches this print on the paper perfectly, so you can stamp right on to the paper. It's beautiful. If you haven't seen it done, go out there and look, or maybe I'll even come up with a card here in just a little bit. But this is the combination. So you get the Designer Series paper and the stamp set with a $100 product purchase from now until the 28th of February. So, and shop with my host code for extra free product. All right. The other thing I'm using is from the Celebrations brochure as well. This is the Special Moments. It's all sentiments. They're amazing sentiments too. And this too, you earn with a $100 product order. So check it out. If you have any questions, please contact me. I'm here to help you. That's what I do. So full time. So reach out. I'd love to help you. All right. And then, oh, one other thing I should mention. If your order is over $150 in product, don't use my host code. You will qualify for your own rewards and you will still get my monthly host gift. So no worries there. But do not use that host code at checkout if your product total is $150 or more. All right, so here's our card. What I did is I stamped underneath the shimmery vellum, and then the inside is the With Sympathy from that Special Moments verse or sentiment set, and then the flower, and these flowers and the leafy branch comes from the friendly hello that I just showed you. All right. This shimmer vellum is in the annual catalog. It's our 2021, 2020. Is that right? Let me think about that. Yeah, 2021, 2023 pale papaya in color. Shimmer vellum. It's beautiful. You get 2 sheets of each of the 5 colors. So 10 sheets of vellum in those packs. All right. Have something else to show you, as always, right? So here's our basic black card base, and it's just a standard card base, the 5.5 by 8.5 inches, scored at 4 1/4. But I've been finding that my customers struggle a little bit with sizing. So is what I've done is I've made some PDFs. This one will go out on my blog on Thursday. And this is the 1/8 inch increments. And then these are the 1/4 inch increments. And these are already out on my blog. It's a free PDF. You can just download it with the Avery 8160 labels, cut your pieces, and label them. Then you never have to measure again if you don't want to. You can trace your piece for the size and cut it. I know I'm glad that I know how to read a ruler or measurements, but I understand it's very hard for a lot of people because I get lots of questions about that. So I'm hoping that these templates, these layering templates help you in your crafting. All right. So today is what I have is I have a piece of basic white that measures 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, so, and I know that because it matches up. Okay, so this is how how I'm wanting to go forward with my layers. All right, and then we have 2 pieces that measure 5 by 3 3/4. So I have basic white that measures 5 by 3 3/4. And I also have a piece of that shimmery, isn't it beautiful, vellum. And again, that measures 5 by 3 3/4. So I hope you're liking the template idea. We'll see how that works for my ruler challenged customers. And the other thing I have is I've really been missing our stitched shapes, but I found this in the it's hard to see because it's on black, but I think maybe if I put it on there you can see it better. No, I don't know. But anyway, this is from the Warm Wraps dies in the annual catalog. And then of course I have a circle from the Layering Circles dies, and that fits on there like that. All right, so that's what we need. And then of course a medium basic white envelope. I'm going to be using StazOn Jet Black ink. This is a solvent ink, and it works very, very well for stamping on vellum. It dries quick, and I mean, you do have to let it dry, but it dries solid. It won't smear. If I were to stamp on vellum with the classic stamping pad, it would smear. It would never dry. So I'm going to use this on the inside of our card, and I'm going to use this on the vellum. All right, so let's get started. What I'm going to do is this little valley groove right here. I'm going to fold the valley and make it a mountain. And the reason we do that is because sometimes you can get this frayed looking edge here when you score and fold. And if you score or turn the valley into a mountain, then you don't get that fraying or the cracking of the top fibers on the paper. I'm going to take our inside, our insert basic white, and I want to use, because I have the photopolymer stamps, I want to use my stamping pad, and I also want just a scratch piece paper. So I'm going to put it like this, and then we're going to take our inside sentiment, which is with sympathy, and our flower, and with using the basic gray, I'm going to ink up my stamp, and I just want to move it around so that I pick up ink evenly and get a nice image here. Remember, with the photopolymer stamps, you don't have that. Oh, I had ink on me. Well, you know what? That's why paper has two sides, right? Right. So let's get our inky fingers taken care of here, and we'll try it again. What I was saying is, with the photopolymer stamps, we don't have that gray cushion like the red rubber stamps do. And so that's why this foam piece underneath, or a silicone mat, works well too. So this is going to be the inside of our card. And I mean, even that is just really pretty. I mean, that could be the front of your card and you could be done. So, but no, we aren't done. I don't want to be done. So I'm going to take the branch. Now this again is from that hello, the friendly hello. I'm going to ink up the branch, and I'm going to stamp it randomly across my paper. So I'm going to stamp, ink it up, turn it just a little bit, stamp again, ink it, turn it, and stamp. And I'm just going to continue this pattern right across the width of our paper. And this, you can see, is why I wanted the scratch paper, because I don't want to stamp on my piercing mat. So I just have my overspray on my scrap. Okay, now I can see I've got ink all over me again, which we do not want that on our card. So that's it. No, it's not. Let's bring in our envelope flap, because you know my motto, the no naked envelopes, right? No nakedness when it comes to an envelope. And I'm just going to give a little bit here down on the corner too. That'll help bring our flowers together. All right, now we're done with the basic gray. So for the outside of our card, now we're going to bring in our vellum. And just what I want to do is just take some Stampin' Seal. And I can use Stampin' Seal on this vellum. This particular vellum does not show the glue once you lay it down. Some vellums you have to use or be strategic about your placement for adhesive, because you can see through it on the front side of your card. But now is what we're going to get, is you can see those branches through there. And now we're going to stamp on top of the vellum. And this is really, really pretty. I have a little strip that I was using. And what I did is I just put this in between the vellum and the edge of my card, because then I can stamp over and it won't go onto my card. So I'm going to be using the StazOn. Remember, this dries permanently on the vellum. The other will not. So I'm going to stamp a flower. And this StazOn is sticky, so just be prepared when you stamp that it's going to pull up. So just hold your project in place. This is such a pretty look. And when I first did my swaps, it was like, oh no, my sympathy card kind of looks like Halloween, but it doesn't. It's really, really pretty. I just want to get this right under that edge again because I want to put a flower right up in here. And stamp. Okay, I think I'm good. So we'll put our little stamping piece over here to dry a bit. And let's bring in our circle with our sentiment. And this sentiment says, "You have my love and support." And I'm going to use StazOn for that as well. The reason I'm doing that is you'll see here in just a minute that you get a really nice, solid black, like a bold black image using the StazOn. But like I said, it's sticky, so be prepared for that. All right, so there's our sentiment for the front. Now you do want to close this one right away. The solvent ink will dry out faster than our others, so make sure that that's sealed up good. And then I'm just going to take some liquid glue and we're going to glue this down and center it on this stitched circle from the Warm Wraps dies. I was so happy when I found that circle. I kind of forgot about it. All right, so let's bring in our card base. We're going to take some more liquid glue and I'm just going to give this a good coating, not a lot, but make sure that I get up to the edges. And then because we used our cutting templates, we get that exact 1/16 of an inch border around our card. Isn't that pretty how you can see the branches through? And then this, oh, I forgot about my sparkle. And it's what I decided to use with this is the black glittered organdy ribbon. This is really pretty ribbon too. This is in the annual catalog. I'm just going to cut at a diagonal. I'm going to lay that right across the card. We'll put it in place once we're ready with that. I'm going to take a few dimensionals here because I just don't make cards without dimensionals. You'll find that out once you subscribe. And speaking of subscribing, do it so that you can get notifications when I have new projects. I post quite often, so check them out. And I love comments. They motivate me to keep going. So is what I did is I just caught my ribbon with the dimensionals. And then this glitter on the organdy ribbon is silver. So I thought, why not add a few of the rhinestone basic jewels just to kind of pull that sparkle in a little bit. And we've got the shimmer with the vellum. All right, so there's that. And let's finish up with our attaching our inside. So when I attach, oh, I forgot we had the dot. I'm going to put this down solid. Usually I'll just put one strip across the top, but I do want this one to go down solid because of our little boo-boo on the back side. Nobody will ever know, right? Okay, so there's the finished card with our matching envelope. Again, I would love to earn your business. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, please reach out. I'm always happy to help. And I'm always looking for team members too. And there's a great join offer going on right now that I'd love to talk to you about too. So you can go to my blog at Create with Brenda and you will find the templates, the free PDF templates for the layers. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.